Sometimes playing on the simulator just doesn't cut it, and you have to go play the real thing. Well, this week we did that. Welcome to my last round of golf. Hi, hello, and welcome, everybody. I am AJ Kummel, and I am here with my co-host,
Alec Dietz. Hey, bud.
Hey, man. How's it going?
It's going well. So, we played a new course this last weekend.
Oh, my God. I had such a great time, both on the simulator and actually getting to play the course in real life.
Yeah, we played, what was it, last Wednesday or so? We played The Frog, which is a local course here in Villa Rica, Georgia.
Villa Rica, Georgia.
Villa Rica. And, yeah, it's a cool course, Tom Fazio designed, and we played on the sim, and we've heard everything. I asked like 12 people around work, hey, have you played this place? Everyone says no, but this place is great. Oh my God, this place is awesome. Oh, I've heard it's so good.
Okay, so growing up, I grew up in Paulding County, which is close to the area, like abuts Villa Rica to kind of, well, you know, whatever. I grew up near there and never played this growing up because it was an expensive course. Like this was one of the like higher prestigious courses. I remember it was like the David Justice, whatever, the baseball player from the Braves. He had like a golf tournament that was there every year that was like a charity thing and all kinds of stuff. Like very, very nicely designed course. A very challenging course.
Yeah, designed by the Foz in '98.
Foz.
Actually hosted the Georgia Open back in the day.
Oh, that's true.
Cool.
And it is like one of the Audubon conservative courses where they have like the nature reserve stuff.
Yes.
What was the other one that we played that was that? Brasstown.
Yeah,
they had all the areas where it was like, hey, don't go for your ball here because like things are making their home there.
Yeah, please God, don't hit it over here.
Hey, those are a free drop. If they won't let you look for the ball, unless
there's a sign saying I can't do it.
So, and obviously I have to get the free
I like
ball.
animals.
But, very excited about this one because we played it on the sim first.
Right.
And then we said, you know what? It's close. We've got the day off. Ended up being nice and rainy to start off the day.
Yeah.
But you know what? We'll talk about that in a second. I guess we should probably go ahead and first talk about the sim round. And then we'll talk about the course itself.
Let's see what happens here.
All right. So, playing on the sim, away we go.
We've never played this before.
Yeah, so this is just first time on the sim. Hole 1, it's par 4. It's a nice long straight. We go a little bit to the left. Sand trap down in the area, where you're going to typically want to hit.
Oof.
And, of course, I hit all the way over to the rough.
Of course. That's okay. I think, if I remember correctly, we were playing this like super late at night, and we played from the forward tees because we didn't have a driver, either of us, or like, screw this.
Well, yeah, we did
if I remember correctly. I have no idea.
Well, it's the horrible sim thing that we do of, I'm just going to play with my 3-wood off the deck or off that, like, just raised tee instead, which is fine because we're really learning to hone in some of these shots. Like,
yeah, nice.
I just decided to try to drive that one with a 3-wood again off the deck, but I'm getting better at it.
Better. I think I have 152 and 171. I'm like, screw it, I'm going for it. And, up there, easy peasy.
I mean, that's one of those shots that in real life, like, I'm never going to complain about that.
I'll take it, bump it up there, 2 putts.
Hey, as a +3, yeah, I'll take that. Just to, like, give me 3 strokes, let me get out of there. I wish real life was like that.
Let's see, this is another par 4.
This is where I get like, oh, I can do this. Look, I can hit this club so far. Yeah, and this is where I raise up. So I'm working on the new swing where I have to put I'm putting, not all the weight, where I'm putting more weight on the back leg and actually pivoting and doing what you're supposed to do instead of just muscling out all my shots, which is funny because I don't have much muscle. But now I'm finding that those shots, when I duff it, when I blade it, when I just have a bad shot, it's still going straight and it's still getting the distance. Like I'm seeing the fruits of the labor working on all this.
Good. You can see me trying to plan for my next shot here, and I think I go a little too far left, if I remember correctly. Yeah, look at you, doofus.
I remember that. It was, we should have gone 4 to the right.
Yep.
Everything else had been going right, and all of our practice swings, because, like, this is one round that we actually took some time at the range to begin with. It was very unusual for us.
Got to swing right off.
Just like in real life. That was like hole 9 at Fox Creek.
Yes.
The one where I chipped it right over the edge of that, like, and just rolled onto the green.
Beautiful. Let's see here. Now is the par 3. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, okay, yeah, we're definitely playing forward tees because when we played this on the weekend, it was 161. So
yeah, this was a longer shot. I kind of like the short forward tees until
until we do this.
So 100 is once again, that is a distance that I don't know. I know 60 and under, and I know 120 and up.
I think we're going to have to look at some ways to make sure they highlight the ball better because I'll be honest, we both had some pretty good swings here, and I had a pitching wedge to make sure I cleared it. And I went 71.
So I think part of it is the launch of it going more up instead of out.
Yes.
And also, this just means that we have to buy the new Pro V1Xs that have the radar capture in it. That's like literally meant to work with the Garmin that we have. Cool. That this video of like the sim here is like just comes standard with the app, and then you can get the nicer ones that have all of the other things, which like we probably should do and like play a prettier course than the like Wii version. Which
hey,
not against the Wii version.
I like the Wii version.
Well, this also makes it quick and easy, and the driving range has the new fun games on it, where it has all the islands that you have to hit. So
let's see here.
This is at least realistic. There is so much rough, and there is so much sand traps, and there is so much water on this course.
There is. This is that dogleg right that you have to go over the water.
So
I skipped it over this in real life.
This is one here that I feel like I'm dialing in. So this was with the 7-wood. Mm-hmm. And it's this, like, I call it a rescue club because it was a dinged up and refurbished club when I purchased it. Yep. I'm learning how to just chip that like 180 yards.
And I went this way because I wanted to go long over the trees if I could. Which I think I actually barely... What the hell?
This is where I made sure. I was like, wait, hold on.
You can actually do this?
Like,
what? Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Well, we just had to make sure it was in our fairway and not on another hole.
360 no scope, There we go. Look at that. Oh, God. I
think it, right. In real life, it tipped the tree, and that took it right, too.
Man.
Because I don't think your wedge shots go that far right.
I don't think so, right? Not typically.
Unless that becomes another mat issue of
here we go.
Well, and this is another one of those of them like, oh, I can just hit this. Like, nope, I don't know this distance. Like, I need to dial in some of my clubs, and I think I need to just take one or two to the range over and over again. Mm-hmm. All right, hole 5, par 5. I love this hole on the sim, and I love this hole in the course.
Let's see here what goes on. I remember this hole. Yes. Yeah, I hate this freaking place. This is a difficult one in real life, too, and on the sim, because I think you topped it here.
Yeah, like a 140, and that was probably with a 3-wood trying to hit into the 208. But as long as you put it somewhere in this first fairway here...
You're fine. Right?
Because all you have to do is attack the next part of the fairway, or go towards the green. Oh, yeah, I remember this hole because there's more of a hill on that left side, and this is the one where my second shot actually was about where this first shot went. I think I did the same thing in real life because I hit to that low part, except instead of hitting over here, I hit way to the left and ended up just shy of that second sand trap up on the left.
Yes.
Which is where the group in front of us carts were sitting because they were still on the green. So, not my finest moment, but I didn't technically hit them. I just almost hit their stuff. So I feel that hitting somebody's stuff is a little bit less.
At least you apologized.
Oh, yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, so good.
This tree.
Well, sometimes we don't think we're that good.
I land in the sand.
Yep. Rolled right over into the sand. Sometimes, Baywatch is the theme of the day.
I know, right? And actually, in real life, too, that was my theme of the day. I hit so many freaking bunkers at this place.
It's okay, I can't hit a green, so I think we're in about the same spot. Mm-hmm. And I said 60 was a distance that I knew earlier. Apparently not. So... Hole 6, par 4.
Long.
This is a long one. We do have a nice little dog leg at the end of it, and it pinches, too.
Yeah.
So, we have this collapsing cone of a fairway. Starting out nice and wide, and we got a little sand trap that, of course, I just decided to drive towards, because, why not?
Why not, right?
And that's the 5th tee shot in a row that's 140 yards because I messed up a par 3.
We're just topping the hell out of our 3-woods here. I actually finally get a hold of one.
You connect the way that I was trying to and do what you're supposed to do on this hole and go to 30 and get that par and then just turn around and be like, okay, now watch me mess this up.
No, you were good. I mean, look at this. Nice, good shot. Just a little bit, little short right.
And some of these, I think I'm not standing up as tall as I should be.
Not using your body effectively.
like I'm not maintaining that correct tee posture, and sometimes I have to remember that as I'm coming across. Like I have to keep that top shoulder up. Yeah. Otherwise, we're just going to have some issues, and those issues are me duffing it.
Let's see what we got here. Once again, nice, easy 3-wood. Just get it out there. Just get up there, please.
Beautiful connection. Those are the ones that make the nice sound.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you just have to just no power. Just please God, get out in the fairway.
Once again, being gutsy, saying, all right, I'm going to hit it 220 something, Dink. And...
That tree, man, saved you.
Tree kick.
Saved you.
It was like when we played Bridge Mill.
Yes.
I had like 3 tree kicks in a row into the fairway.
And then here we go.
Is this another one?
Man, it just like it feels like
that
every
one
time,
stayed out.
It feels like every time it's launching straight towards it, like yes, and then it gets just like at a certain point it just stops. Like no.
Well, I mean, so opposites attract. You used to be attracted to water, now you're attracted to sand. It's going the opposite. Like, is that a thing?
You have a pretty good swing there. Yeah.
Still can't like keep it in the center of the green.
It's okay.
I don't get a lot of spin on this game too, so like
that's true. We don't actually get we need to get better golf balls or not better golf balls, but golf balls that track spin better.
True. All right,
let's see what we got here. Another little shorter one.
Par 3, 125 yards.
Don't go long.
Of course, the first thing I do is kick it slightly left and splash down into the water. That is 141 yards away. You know how I know it's 141 yards away? Because I hit it on the shoreline.
On the shoreline. I'm pretty sure, short right, because I think I just top it. I'm like, well, screw this.
I mean, you made it in the fairway.
Yep, I'll take it.
It gets an F.
Thanks. I tried so hard to be so careful, and then bladed.
Yeah. All right, hole 9, par 4.
Hole. Here we go.
You have the tee box still.
Let's see. Nice one.
This is a good connection. Like,
make sure I just hit my little 5 hybrid. Just get out there.
Just drop it 180 so that way you don't have to deal with the sand trap or anything. And I bet watch me try to just... Yep.
Yeah, you're good there.
Oh.
Right on.
I was about to say, every time I know, I'm like, I'm going to swing for the fences here. That's a bad habit that I have of like, I'm just going to try to smash.
125. And see what kind of here just stops. Bam.
And I think that's part of that is us hitting on the mat and all of that practice at home, which, I mean, that's what you end up having to do because we don't have the ability to like, well, I guess I could buy like a pallet of sod.
Oh, we're going to do some things.
And we could just like make a little spot of almost getting it to sit on the green too. That's another like 135 yards. Like we're dialing in on like that 7-iron distance.
46.
And a shot of 45. So,
inches away from tying it.
It's a little bit better because when we both played it, so we played the sim round. We went and played the actual frog. We both shot a 47
on the front. Correct.
On the front. So
that was from farther tees though.
Yeah, we were playing the next set of tees back.
Actually, we started playing off 2 sets of tees back, and just like we talked about in our last video, we realized that's not going to happen today. This is not working. And we quickly took a look at ourselves and we don't know this course. We're not playing from these tees.
It was between hole 2 and hole 3 we started the conversation, and then that par 3 on hole 3 we walked up and looked at the gold tees that were back with the blacks and went,
I was like, nope, you know what?
No, the 6250 is a lot closer to the 6400 that we should be playing. Right. 64 to 65. And then the golds were 67 and
I think they were just short of like 60, like 650 or something like that, 6640 something. Because I remember it was like equidistant, and we didn't know. I wanted to try playing up because I was feeling good about my driver, my 3-wood, and that did not last.
And then we factor in a rainy day, and then there's a lot of misty, and then it was one of those. It just made more sense. We could have done it.
We could have done it. It just would have sucked.
It wouldn't have been.
It wasn't. It would have been fun. It wouldn't have been fun.
But, I mean, we had a great time at the Frog. I did want to highlight just some of, like, the reviews that are out there.
Because we have our own opinions.
Because we do, but I also want to put out that, like, other people have opinions as well. And so, we're also just looking up reviews because it's fun to see what people say.
All right, so you've seen these before. I haven't. Let me read these. And
give us a little bit here.
This is from a local guide, the Frog Golf Club. 3 stars. Really great course that is starting to get in better shape. I rated this at 3 stars 2 years ago, and I'm still sticking there. The range was in terrible shape with multiple brands of range balls of various ages.
Weird weird thing to have an opinion on. Who cares?
I mean, like, I'm
it's
sorry.
range balls.
But then again, I mean, if I'm paying, apparently, like, we only paid $50-something because it was rainy and they had sand and aerated.
Yeah.
Right? And it was a weekday.
Yeah,
no,
true.
Wait, no, I'm sorry, it was a Sunday. Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was Sunday. We played on Sunday.
I'm sure it was. If it was not sandy and aerated, it'd probably be somewhere in the range of $70+.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna expect nicer range balls.
But like a haircut now is like $40-$50.
It's fine, but
So,
can I
like,
at least have not crappy old range balls? I'm cool with different brands.
They're not all crappy old range balls.
Fine.
They're a multiple brands of various ages.
Yeah.
Weird thing, and that we can't talk about the range. Range was closed. It was rainy, and no, we don't know about that. So.
You can see evidence of damage all around the course. Not enough money to keep it maintained like it should be. Agreed.
Yeah,
the bunkers are generally in terrible shape with weeds, grass, and even the liners visible in many cases. I will say it obviously was rainy when we played, and the bunkers were compacted and like concrete, so that's whatever. That's not their fault. They can't control that.
This is Georgia, and all sand does that here because guess what? There's mud underneath it. No matter how many liners you put, that red Georgia clay will make its way through pure plastic and steel.
But even then, like, they weren't trimmed that well. There were weeds in them. Man, it's definitely one of those places that you can tell when it was nice. It was nice, but now it's not.
I mean, it is. Nice. It's harder to keep things now, but still excellent course.
There you go, right there, actually. It says, with all that, this is still a great track. The fairways and greens were in very good shape, and the layout... Okay, the greens were not in very good shape, because besides the sanding and aerating...
They were aerating,
there were weeds in it.
Yeah,
that's fine.
It's part of the work they're doing.
The layout is awesome, which is true. It is fair but challenging, which is true. I don't think it's worth the $80 I paid, which is true. But it's on the mend, and I hope it does continue to come back, which I also do hope it continues to come back, because it was fun. It was
true. But I mean, I also paid $80 to play Charleston Municipal.
That is true.
And I also paid $80 to play a resort course, whatever, Dunes West right. Dunes was in Charleston as well. So like,
but put a gun to my head if you tell me I have to pay $80, I'm gonna actually go play Charleston Muni before I play.
Well,
this
that's also
again.
Fairways of Canton is like $79.50 or whatever
story.
too,
we have a problem.
Well, that's also technically a municipal course, I think, because they're owned by the county or something. Whatever. But so we enjoyed the Frog. I know it's a course we'll probably end up playing again, just because it's nice and challenging.
It was cool. It was like it's definitely one of those places that I hope finds a better ownership group and really, really brings that place back to whatever condition the Foz probably, wanted to leave it in. Obviously to host a Georgia Open, so I don't know what to tell you.
New, just a fresh somebody to come in and let's revamp grass, and then just 2 tons of sand and just dump them in all of those and cover them up until the weeds come through, because this is Georgia and you're never going to stop it from coming through. Oh my God, yeah. You'd be back in Golden, but that's probably millions and millions of dollars now, because everything is a whole lot more. So, but after that,
it was fun though. I liked it.
Yeah,
I'll play it again.
I'll play it again. And so speaking of playing, I did want to talk about one of the things in golf that we came across this week too, which was so we had the U.S. Adaptive Open 2022 happen.
Yeah, it happened a little while ago. We were just talking about it earlier. This actually we were playing at the Frog, and we kind of realized we didn't talk about it on here, but it's pretty cool. It's an awesome tournament that the USGA decided to put on, and there's some certain requirements that golf courses can I guess or meet to have and help with these tournaments. But the USGA put on this amazing tournament, and it was actually awesome. There was a playoff ending to it where Simon Lee from Korea actually bested Felix Norman from Sweden, and it was awesome. They both took it to 3-under and took it to a playoff.
Oh, yeah. The U.S. Adaptive Golf Alliance, they are one of the 501c3 organizations that, their mission is just to serve the special needs community with golf. Mm-hmm. And so in 2018, they had 5 tournaments that met their, standards and requirements for, ranking and all of the things that you have to have. This year, there were 30.
Nice.
So, that's one of the things that I think is really cool is we're starting to, actually be able to say, no, we're going to have a full tour. We're going to do this thing and we're going to make it. But, so going through some of the things for the courses to make them more accessible for players is really, shallow bunkers, the egress of it. Right. So that way it can accommodate somebody in a chair going in, which also, if you're going to have people that are over the age of like 50 where mobility starts to decline. Like, not that 50-year-old people have issues walking, not that 80-year-old people have issues walking, but people are a spectrum and we all start to digress in life at different points. So like having those naturally makes sense anyways. Like ADA compliant restrooms, like restrooms on the course doing that, like the single handicap rider carts, like, and those are really cool too because they have the chairs that move out and do all this. And like growing up, my dad was in a wheelchair the last part of his life, and like his wheelchair lifted up and tilted forward, but this one like tilts up and it moves forward. You're strapped in and you can do all the swing. Like, all of that tech has come so far because I haven't kept up with it because there's been no need now, and it's just like, oh wow, like our wheelchairs are like, we're getting towards it's a go gadget on. I was like, I'm excited. Like that's I'm so excited to see where that tech goes. But like,
it was done up at Pinehurst, which makes sense because that's kind of the new USGA head, but or headquarters, I guess. But I do, if they do more of them at Pinehurst, I do want to go actually see this in person because it's so close to us.
They were saying that they're trying to make it like a yearly thing now.
And that'd be awesome. I would totally go see this a lot. It'd be cool.
This is also going to spawn regional tournaments that are qualifiers to get into these things. And then you're going to have more local tournaments. So, once again, like, we're just excited to see the sport of golf grow because, as we were talking about courses needing maintenance, they can only do that when people actually go out to courses and play them because, you have to hand them money to do stuff. And those are the fun tokens that, like, they turn into, like, better grass and new sand and all of this stuff. So anything we can do to get people out and playing golf with us, the more the better.
Right, absolutely. And I think this is a cool, inclusive way of adding it and make sure that everybody can play this game no matter what is wrong with you. Because, I mean, I can't even play golf, so someone's going to kick my ass doing it.
Oh, exactly. Like, everyone should be as frustrated as they can
exactly.
be.
And I want everyone to struggle.
You should feel the urge to throw a 6-iron across a fairway. No matter who you are and no matter what you do in life,
right? You
should have that anger.
You should be able to experience it.
And then by the time that you get back to the cart path and take a deep breath, you go, okay, I'm better. I forgot about that. Let's move on and let's have another disappointment in 30 seconds. But, that'll be the next time we go play golf. We'll get to experience that again. Hopefully it'll be soon. I'm excited to play another sim round. We need to go do another actual live session and we need to tape ourselves and see all of this progress that we've got and really hone in and critique those hands and critique that weight change and just my horrible swing that I'm working on fixing and dialing in now. So,
until next time.
Until next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.